with all my heart. I said I didn't love you.
Anything other than in my brain, there's something I want maybe more than you do.
Space Robyn is in, and I don't know what space we'll be in 2 or 3 years.
So a relative asked you if we were still into plural marriage.
Well, just if...
Rob and I are going out to...
That's a pretty hard
Let
choose.
me use your knife because I was licking mine.
All right. I'm okay with our kids. You know, I nag him about interacting with his other children.
The Brown family has been under the microscope of the world's gaze for more than a decade. Cameras have trailed behind every tear, every fight, and every shattered dream. They wanted to show that plural marriage was possible, could be based on love, respect, and unwavering faith. But now, in the explosive season 20 premiere of Sister Wives, all bets are off. Tonight, we see something no viewer ever anticipated. Kody Brown, once the most vocal proponent of plural love, finally confesses something that rocks his very worldview. It's the end of an era. This is the moment Kody Brown chooses to rebuild, or walk away for good. It all starts quietly. A quiet dinner, just Robyn and Kody, the last remaining members of what was once a large, unorthodox family. No chaos, no sister-wife laughter or children dashing through the kitchen. Just two seated across from one another, attempting to determine what comes next. Kody appears exhausted, not only physically but emotionally. His eyes bespeak years of tension, heartache, and the sort of isolation that only occurs when a fantasy collapses. His last wife, Robyn, appears wary. She senses something weighty is on its way. He breathes and tells him he's been considering what people are saying. A family member recently approached Robyn and asked them if they were still having plural marriage. An easy question, but a question that wounds. Robyn confesses she didn't have an idea of how to respond. And with that, the conversation that shifts everything starts. Kody leans in and explains, "I believe that you and I have something very special, but if it's not replicable, it could put us at risk." That one sentence hits hard. For years, his entire universe had been based on the notion that love could be multiplied, that it could not divide. But now he's questioning whether that was a fantasy. Perhaps what he has with Robyn isn't supposed to be shared. Perhaps it's something unique, something that can't be sustained with the addition of anyone else. Robyn sits in silence. You can almost see the internal struggle in her eyes. She too has based her life on plural marriage. She believed, she defended, she lived it. Now she doesn't know where she stands. She regards him and whispers gently, "If this is still something that's part of me, then wouldn't I live it?" Her words hang in the air. It's a question of identity, not of love, but of who she is without the sisterhood she used to have. Kody wants to know if she even thinks that plural marriage is worth it anymore. Is it something that they need to hold on to? Robyn pauses. She offers a perhaps. If there was another woman who truly wanted to be with both of them. Not someone seeking fame. Not someone who wanted to replace someone, but a woman who loved them both. If that woman existed, and it were promised to work, then perhaps she would consider it. Kody nods, but his expression turns hard. "There's no promise," he whispers. "There never was." Then, in one refreshingly blunt moment, he acknowledges the thought that's been pestering him. Perhaps the only reason he'd ever even think of another wife again would be something as shallow as the attractiveness. How pretty she is, he admits. And that would be the worst possible reason. Robyn is floored. She explains to him that he has no idea how that will sound, that it's not right to take such a monumental decision and make it about something so superficial. But Kody merely shrugs and replies, "I'm a guy. I don't freaking care." It's a stark, unvarnished moment. The kind of brutal honesty that is hurtful to witness yet can't be avoided. Nevertheless, on a deep level, Kody knows he is not the same husband he was 10 years ago. He used to think that having many wives was his calling, a means of creating a kingdom of love and family. Today he realizes that kingdom has fallen apart. He glances around and witnesses the price: damaged relationships, hostile children, and a faith that seems estranged. He finally comes clean about what so many fans had suspected. "We're not part of the religion anymore," he says. "And without that, plural marriage just doesn't make sense." Then comes the kiss that changes everything. Kody turns to Robyn, breathes in, and says, "So it's you and me, baby. Monogamy. Does it work for you?" Robyn smiles softly. "Sounds good," she says. "I'm good." And just like that, the man who once fought to defend plural marriage on national television, the man who built his entire life around the idea that love could be shared, declares that he's done. It's over. For longtime fans, this is more than a plot twist. It's the collapse of a belief system. For over a decade, Kody Brown represented a lifestyle that most people couldn't understand but couldn't look away from. Now he's turning the page. But that raises a deeper question. What happens when your life's purpose changes? What happens when everything you stood for starts to feel like a lie? You can feel the anguish beneath Kody's words. He's lost 3 wives, and in a sense, he's lost himself too. Robyn might be the last one standing, but even she doesn't know for sure. Can love conceived in plural marriage thrive in a monogamous world? As the episode continues, it's clear both of them are still haunted by the past. Robyn admits she never wanted to be the last wife standing. She says, "I feel like I'm being punished for wanting to love my husband." She carries guilt. Guilt for the family breaking apart. Guilt for the way fans see her as the villain. Kody, on the other hand, is attempting to rebrand himself. He claims he desires peace, but his body is saying something else. Anger, frustration, and perhaps even fear. Fear that this last marriage will also fail. What's interesting about this moment isn't so much the actual conversation, it's the symbolism involved. For years, Kody was the one who said love was supposed to grow, that jealousy was God testing you. Now he's telling us maybe love only ever truly exists between two. It's a total flip of what he used to believe. And yet, there is something strangely human in it. Kody Brown, all his faults, is finally acknowledging that he desires something simple. One person, one relationship, one possibility at peace. But the fans aren't taking it on face value. On Twitter and Instagram, audiences are torn. Some opine that they sympathize with him, that it takes guts to know when something is no longer working. Others are convinced that this is another phase, that Kody will switch his mind the instant he starts feeling lonely. The reality? Nobody knows. But one thing's for sure, the sister wives dynamic will never be the same. The show that started off as an experiment in plural love has now turned into a tale of endings, forgiveness, and the agonized search for meaning. We witness it in Kody's still moments, gazing into the distance as though replaying every fight, every separation. We witness it in Robyn's tears, in her desperate hope that this time, perhaps, they can succeed. And we sense it, too, that pain of witnessing a family come apart, strand by strand. As the curtain falls on the premiere, there's an odd piece. Kody and Robyn sit together, no longer fighting chaos, no longer faking being something they aren't. Just two people, holding on to what remains. But even as they exchange that final kiss, you can't help but question, is this peace genuine, or just fleeting? Because if history has shown us anything, it's that in the sister wives universe, nothing remains peaceful for very long. As the credits unfold, one thing is clear. This isn't merely the beginning of a new season, it's the beginning of a new era. The Brown family is forever altered. Kody might be finished with plural marriage, but his tale, their tale, is far from done. So what's next? Will Robyn be the final wife? Or will temptation, guilt, and loneliness lure Kody back into bad habits? Only time will tell. If you're still watching, thank you for viewing to the end. I want to hear what you have to say. Is Kody finally being truthful with himself? Or is this merely another installment in his never-ending quest for control? Comment below your opinion. Give this deep dive a like if you loved it, and don't forget to subscribe for additional Sister Wives breakdowns and behind-the-scenes news. Trust me though, this season is just beginning, and the biggest secrets are yet to come.